Hey guys, it's COREROSS, and these are the top 3 things I want in the remaster of Blackbeard in Rainbow Six Siege. So if you don't know, next week is the reveal of the final season of Year 9 of Rainbow Six Siege, and that is taking place on the 17th of November. There is no new operator coming with that season, but there is a remaster of an American operator, and we've all guessed that this is going to be Blackbeard. It's most likely it will be. It could be, who knows, Valkyrie or something like that, but Blackbeard's the one that needs a remaster. So let's jump into this. Number 1. And this is the important one for me. This is the second ever remaster in Rainbow Six Siege. Of course, they were previously called reworks, and this year they've been rebanded to remasters. And they have said that this is supposed to be something bigger than reworks. Now, the first remaster, of course, being the recruits, was disappointing for me. I did not like them at all, and I thought it took away the actual spirit and the soul of the recruits and ended up with something a bit too boring. So I'm really worried now about the remaster to Blackbeard, and this is their big opportunity to show me that a remaster is this cool bigger thing and effectively is a whole new operator and actually does replace the no operator we're getting this season. But I am worried because I think we might just end up getting a slightly modified gun shield, and that'll be kind of it. I was also hoping that this might well play into the narrative they've been going for the last couple of years with Demas and actually kill off Blackbeard and replace him with a whole new character. As I've mentioned in previous videos, if that was the case, you would still be able to use the same cosmetics you already had for Blackbeard. It would just be on this new operator, so you could just obviously just make them look like Blackbeard and they would continue and you wouldn't lose anything. But I like the idea of there actually being potential for operators to die in this game, because of course they're effectively immortal. They don't age now, so there's a very limited threat to all of them, and it'd be kind of cool if they could actually die. But I think Blackbeard's going to live, and I'm a bit worried that the remaster will just be a rework. Now, number 2 is a big one, and that is simply no shield whatsoever. I don't want to see a gun shield. I don't want to see a shield on his back. I don't want to see a shield that he whips out. I don't want to see a shield on his arm. I don't want to see anything that is bulletproof on this character. And the reason I say that is shields in Rainbow Six Siege are extremely hard to get right. If I could actually go back in time and tell the original Siege developers that you should just not have any shield operators whatsoever, I think the game would have actually been better in the long run. And of course, I'd love to have shields work perfectly in Rainbow Six Siege because they're such an excellent part of that tactical realism element of the game that is so cool. But in the gameplay, they don't quite work out. They end up seesawing between too powerful and too weak, and they never find that perfect spot. And as a result, they're just going up and down every couple of years. So because of that, I do not want any shield mechanics in this new Blackbeard at all. Now, of course, the thing about this is a contradiction to what I said earlier with the Recruit remaster. I feel like the soul of the recruits was taken away. So if Blackbeard has no shield whatsoever, is it essentially removing his soul as well, just like we've done with recruits? Or is it okay with Blackbeard to just get rid of the shield entirely and go a completely different direction and essentially make what would be gameplay-wise an entirely new operator from a totally different point of view with completely different mechanics, and essentially wouldn't be in any way mechanically Blackbeard, but would obviously still look like him. Now let's move on to number 3, and this is all about story. I think we can agree that we quite like the cinematics at the start of the year at the 6th Invitational, and they always seem to get a really good reaction, especially the last 2 years have been really good. And even when they were doing the stadium stuff, which completely ditched the counter-terrorism aspects of Team Rainbow, I do think that they still did an amazing job with character development. It was good to see our characters interact, and I look back on them with very good memories. Now, what I would love to see is more than just one cinematic per year showing off the characters. So with a remaster, I would love if it would tag onto it a cinematic that's a story element, and it would just focus on Blackbeard, like he's going off and doing a mission or something like that with his new gear, and we see him actually interacting with other characters, and we get a sense of Team Rainbow doing their stuff. And this would also mean that when we see a remaster and let's say the year 10 roadmap, we can be like, oh cool, that'll probably have a cinematic for that character that's getting remastered, and that might be a bonus thing to look forward to. Now the downside of course is we got the remaster of the recruits and we didn't get a cinematic that season at all. There was actually none that season, and as such it was like, oh, we actually got less than what would have been considered a normal season before. So I'm hoping for more this time. And then for more to be a normality in future seasons with a remaster in it. So there you go, guys. That is the top 3 things I want to see with the remaster of Blackbeard. And of course, this is without having to say that I want the new operator to be fun to play and to play against. And obviously be an overall improvement over the previous version of the operator. And now at this point in the video, guys, let me know what you would like to see with the new Blackbeard. And maybe you even have a guess that maybe it's not Blackbeard and someone else is actually getting a remaster and this is going to be all a big surprise. But anyway, we'll certainly find out very soon on the 17th of November. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time.